Hey, good morning. So it's a dreary Saturday, right? Not much to do outside, but we're taking care of a property. I just wanted to show a quick how-to video on how to work with damaged plaster walls, which you'll find a lot in these older homes. So zooming out at this wall, right? It doesn't look bad. You would just think that we just need to paint. But as you go in closer, you'll find you have these hairline cracks all over the place. Right? You can follow it, it's going up the wall. This is not something structural. These are plaster walls. I see them all the time. What it is that, there's movement. Houses move, wear and tear, settlement. Behind this wall, there's a lot going on. There's a mixture of woodlath, concrete. These plaster, it was made very heavy. I'm zooming back out, right? So how do we fix this? We're not gonna knock the whole wall down unless it's a gut renovation. If you paint over this, it'll hide it for a little bit and then the hairline cracks will come right out. So what you need to do is you need to fill the void. How do we do that? You get your handy dandy razor, right? You go to the crack, you score it. Don't be scared of damaging it, right? It's gonna be repaired anyways. I'm not gonna do the whole thing on camera, but you score it. Then you get something stronger, like a taping knife. This one's pretty beat up. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of get in there. What you wanna do is create a wedge so that there is a void so that we can go back in with some plaster after that and finish it off. So since I'm working with one hand, I'm gonna kind of just, see, I'm digging in there. Okay, so after a couple of minutes, now I'm just concentrating on one section for this video. After a few minutes of digging in, you can see I created a pretty big void, right? You can kind of see past it. See what I'm talking about, all this nonsense that is plaster. See how that void is. If we zoom out, now you can clearly see there is a big crack on the wall. So again, new buyers, first time home buyers, they always think, oh man, the house is gonna fall apart. No, this is plaster. This is what plaster is, not sheetrock, not drywall. So now how do we fix this? Well, get a shop vac. We're going to vacuum all the dust and particles and all that. Right, so these kind of walls, this wall is good. Most of the walls are good. This house is almost 100 years old. So my point is that these walls will always have movement, and I find myself in my house kind of touching up stuff every 5-7 years, whatever it is. But if you can see previously, you won't be able to tell, but this was always sort of an issue. So I can see that it was patched up before, but what they did was basically they got plaster and they just slapped it right on top of it, went like this, and then in a year or even a few months, the hairline crack came back out. So you don't do that. You have to get in there, make a void, and then put your plaster on. So like I said, I don't have my shop vac here, it's downstairs, but we just get a brush, get any loose dust. Nothing crazy. All right, now what some people opt to do is they'll get this this mesh, they'll put it over, right? They'll first put a first coat there, then put this. This helps with shrinkage and cracking and all that. I'm opting not to do that, or maybe I will, but I'm gonna apply my first coat. I don't have my trusty taping knife. This thing is all beat up. But for the purpose of this video, we're just using this one. Okay, so now I'm applying my plaster, right? So the point of this is that you don't want this to buckle or to crack again. That plaster is getting all up there in that void. See that? Then this will be, once it dries, I'll apply another coat. You don't want to put too much, right? Because you need to give it time to dry. Let it dry, be patient with this stuff. And then you go in with another coat. So like I said, if I want, I can apply this stuff there, right? And then it will be 2 more coats of plaster. But I'm pretty confident this wall will hold up. Get out all that excess. Don't let it pop up. I learned this from experience. People try to do it really fast to save time, but it'll be worse. When we zoom out, hairline cracked, has a little patch. It'll dry. I'll lightly sand it with a wet sponge. Go over it again. We'll do this to this whole room, wherever we find cracks. This saves you thousands and thousands of dollars without having to, gut this whole place out. Now, if that's in your project, then go ahead and gut it. But this project, we are bringing these walls back to life. So we are spending, hundreds as opposed to several thousand. You can also have this skim coated. That's for another video. But to skim coat just this room alone is an art. That would cost you, it would go, like I said, in the thousands. So once this is all fixed up, these walls are gonna look okay. They're not gonna be perfect, but they're gonna be better than most walls that are of this age. And we're gonna throw some paint on it, some white paint, 2 coats of paint, flat paint, right? Because if you have a higher sheen, the imperfections show. But it's gonna be awesome. This room will be transformed in a matter of days, folks. So what's the point of this? Know who you're working with. I don't do contracting anymore, so please don't ask me to fix your walls. I only deal with it if I'm directly involved in a purchase or a sale of a property, okay? My back has had enough. Anyways, happy Saturday. Stay safe out there. Peace.